What has been harder to watch? The sort of slow death that this season has been, or the more gut punch last year when Rodgers tore his Achilles?
Oh, I mean, geez. Like, right, right. Like, I mean, death by 1,000 paper cuts, right? Like that's like the scene in Moneyball, right? Would you rather
Yeah,
get one to the head or a bunch to the stomach and bleed to death, right? I mean, neither is really appealing, right? So, um, um, I will be the eternal optimist. I grew up as a Jets fan. I am now obviously employed by the team, but I am lifelong friends with people in that building whose daily jobs, 5 days a week, 52 weeks a year, all tied up silly sport of football where they're trying to desperately win these games. And I know how much it means to all of them. So I'm always going to kind of maintain optimism and start thinking already about what could happen for next year. Could they draft a quarterback? Where are they going to end up? Who can they bring in? And now, I mean, who knows what the front office, the coaching staff's going to look like next year? At some point, I tell my kids, it's hard for them to imagine. But when I was their age, Patriots fans would go to a half-empty stadium with bags over their heads,
yeah,
right? Like they were the laughing stock joke franchise of the NFL. It changes. It can change. It is possible. You can put the right people in place and the script can flip. So you got to keep holding out hope that it will.
yeah. I think that's why I think this season has been worse for me, because like when Rodgers got hurt last year, I I kept trying to just wake myself up and say there's no way this is how the season is going to go after four plays. But for me, this year is still worse because throughout all of last season, I still had that hope for this season,
Sure.
like that thought that Rodgers was going to come back and be the quarterback this season, and all would be well. And just to see that it hasn't been the case. I think this has been the toughest season for me to watch that I can remember. I was only 8 in 96, 7 in 95. So I didn't really grasp
Ouch.
I didn't grasp the frustration as much of a 1 in 15, 3 and 13 season that they had with Kotite. But um, this one
My
has been
first
painful.
my first year covering the Jets on what was basically a full-time basis was year 2 of Rich Kotite. So the 1996 football season, baptism by fire.
Yeah.
Grew up a Jet fan, so you'd seen it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But of course, I'd seen it as a fan from a distance. You could divorce yourself from it. The game was over, or they're down 31-10 in the fourth quarter. I could turn off the TV. Nope. Since 1996, every play, I'm there. So I've felt it all. So that was my first season of every snap of Jet football. As covering the team was
Right.
1996, 1 in 15. So, but saw Bill Parcells come in and completely and totally, in almost one fell swoop, flip the entire organization to a totally different mentality. Now, do they need that type of an all encompassing personality to come in and do the same thing? Maybe. That might be the best chance that you have to get it back on track. But it is possible. I've seen it. I was there
Yeah.
firsthand when it happened.
Yeah.